Dietary, I've never done this before, I promise. We have a very young patient who has presented to our office for the first time today with an ingrown toenail to the left great toe. 1 month ago, patient goes to get his pedicure. I guess the nail technician, they were doing their thing, which is to dig. That went, we'll say, okay. Patient left, and during the course of the next 2 weeks, which was 2 weeks ago, he noticed that there was some discomfort. Went back to the same place, and they did what? They dig, and they didn't find a whole lot. They probably presumed that there was a little piece of nail spicule, left behind. And this is nothing new. I was just talking to the patient that, very important to choose, do your homework, do your due diligence when it comes to these places. So unfortunately, let's take a look here, Patty. So we have a paronychia, we have all this dry, crusty drainage. We have the redness. So this is a quickie. We're just gonna remove the piece of the offending nail plate. Get this young gentleman back to daily life activities, get him back to exercise, and so on and so forth. Let's take a look here. So again, we'll just remove, detach here a little bit of the proximal nail fold. Go like that. Take our English anvil. Not a lot, just a little slither there, all the way back. Schnitt. Take our little hemostat. All the way back. And this is what they were seeking. And it's a baby boy. Congratulations, it's a baby boy. Okay, so this is what they were looking at, right? What they were looking for. I'll show you guys. So look at this. You see this? Let me put it here for background, right? You see this? That's what they couldn't get. They couldn't get that little piece. I'm going to turn it around for the patient so we can actually see it here. That. So they were able to get this part, right? But they couldn't get that little piece, that little sharp tooth, right? And that's the problem. No matter how hard they tried, they weren't able to get it. And just like that, problem solved. So, just to show everyone, not only that, I think the patient is, and again, what I'm doing now is just making sure that there are no remaining nail spicules, none found, okay? All of this puffiness is gonna go away. You see that? But I think that looking at the nail plate, this is nothing acute. This is something chronic that I think that's been there for a very long time. That proximal portion has been just there, and this is sort of like the tipping point. So, and again, the good news, this is kind of gonna go, this is gonna contract like that. It'll look like that for a little bit, and then we'll see the new nail plate grow out. And at that point, we can talk more about, prevention techniques. Thumbs up. We got the thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. We got the thumbs up. Okay. So, and again, we can use a curette as well. Sometimes the curette, just to check. Again, very, very important. And I can feel, you see, this is the pocket where that little sharp tooth was hanging out. And I suspect that on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, you were hovering at a 9 or a 10.
Yes.
Antibiotic cream. Boom. For all the viewers, one-time use. had a mentor that once told me, this was just in general, he said, sloppy dressing, sloppy surging. And I'll never forget it. So anytime we do any procedures, any dressing, it has to be essentially perfect. Art. Thank you. As always, you're very welcome. As always, the pedicure nightmare, right? As always, www.jawspodiatry.com, Instagram, Dr. Toe Jam, Jaws Podiatry, Facebook, and last but not least, our YouTube channel, Jaws Healthcare. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the patient for allowing us to film this procedure. Very important. Do your homework before you go to any